Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Spartans will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Pitt Panthers offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On the run, fires downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Panthers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to...
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense... A chance, defenders everywhere, it's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Warren. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Warren. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better.
Touchdown, Sparty! And they have the first points of the game. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Hit right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Dropping back, it's Holstein. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Hauls it in. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick handoff. Hard running there. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. And now on second down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Grab behind the line. It's Marsh. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Collier. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minute again.
The Spartans come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back on the option to give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Pitt pushing the pace. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Just feeds the running back. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running into the open space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you'll be hard to stop.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The give is to Williams. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. The throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Pringle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's complete on the right side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it.
He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. And the Spartans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on third and short. Under fire. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was. Turning it on! And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got room at the 35. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. And the Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll cut this lead down to 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pitt right back to the line.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
2nd down coming up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he rolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because we've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Collier. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Pitt pushing the pace. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Breaks into the open. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. Now he's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Running to Green. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Warren. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. Runs through a tackle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They just keep firing. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First down here for the offense.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Handoff, keep working on that clock. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Collier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Warren. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Collier. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Warren. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. Defense not showing press coverage. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Firing to the right, complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.